How is everyone doing? We got HollywoodVille in the building. Blow up, you know what I mean? We going up. Let's do it. Little vibes, you feel me? We're gonna smoke, we're gonna vibe. We're just gonna chill, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna do what we do. We out here. We out here. What it do?
My God, what's
Yeah. Oh, yeah? Exactly.
On me, I was just checking it out. I said, you know what? Let me tap in real quick.
There you go. What's up, brother?
What's up, man? How you been, big dog? You been all right?
I'm right here. Just another day in paradise, bro.
Hey, you feel me? There we go.
Let's shout out
to the podcast, man. Hey, it's been a little minute. We said we was gonna do this like 3 weeks ago when we finally get into it. So what's happening?
Hell yeah, bro. What's up with you?
You know what I'm doing, man. I'm one time for the one time, man. We was just in the studio doing what we had to do real quick.
I heard it looked like you were eating good yesterday.
Oh, we was eating great. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, a lot of big opportunity, blessings, so much on the way. I was at a business meeting yesterday. That's why I was eating like that. And, you know, God is good. Every meal we get, everything we do, God is good. You feel me? Shouts to the higher powers above.
Hell yeah, bro. Well, let's get into it. Who are you? Where are you from? And what do you do?
All right, so keep it simple. I go by 4 letters. That's Vill. Vill. I'm from Lubbock, Texas, you know. Not that big of a city, but I swear it's like the next Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, all that. It's like, but it's its own power, you know what I'm saying? And Vill stands for Victory and Lessons Learned, which means if you gain knowledge from a loss and you apply it to your future, then you never lost because you gained the knowledge, you feel me? So it's like, it's got a meaning behind it, but then it's also like a portion of my last name, because I don't condone my last name, you feel me?
Oh,
yeah, my last name.
Talk about that.
Yeah, I got the last name. Vill is 4 letters out of Villarreal. You know, I with the name because I hear the name came from Spain and like that. But like my pops, man, it's really a weird story. You know, it's like my pops, he ain't really choose that name. You feel me? He like when he was little, it was like some cartel some weird he got like picked up by a whole nother family, and you know they showed him love and all this and that. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's like I don't even know who my like ancestors are off of this. You know what I'm saying? Like I be on some whole other where I got a tight little community. It's just me and my brothers really. Them boys, we live right now, so just so y'all know.
Yeah, you never know, right?
Yeah.
Hey, where you at right now, in LA or where?
Yeah, we in the city right now, man. We getting toured. We doing a whole lot of right now. We motherfucking.
Man, you making me miss LA hella bad right now. I used to live on 8th and Main Street, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't even say where you're at.
Nah, yeah, I wouldn't do that. But
yeah, nah,
I used to live in Lakewood.
Some people be forgetting though, you know.
I used to live in Lakewood, so you know, just to be from there to here, you know, it's like obviously is a blessing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anywhere that I'm at nowadays is a motherfucking blessing because where I'm from, it's a small city, it's a flat land, you know what I'm saying? There's not a whole lot going on over there. So, opportunities are must when you out here in places like this.
Hell yeah. Well, let me say, man, I got to meet you over there. Shout out to Gold Toes, GT Distribution, everybody over there, because that's one of the reasons why we met. But we met in the studio, and you were in Hollywood in Melrose Records or whatever, and you were spitting the whole time you were there. You were walking around, talking about what I remember you really could spit is when you were like, "Oh shit, I just tripped," and and you started going off about, you know, you were like you were just freestyling about everything. And you freestyled about almost tripping right there in front of us. I was tight. Yeah,
we was turning up. We was having fun. That was actually my first time, you know, being in the studio like that and having to put my music forth as far as like, you know, because I'm an independent artist and I ain't never had no distribution deal. I ain't never had no deal for that matter, to keep it a buck with you. And, you know, that day was an important day to me because it was you know, something that I had to do to showcase who I was and where I'm from and, you know, just put on for my city and like that. But I feel like, you know, just me being me and carrying that energy, that charisma for the people that I encounter, you know, people to know I'm me, you know what I'm saying? And really, it was a vibey day, bro.
And that nigga Toes had you in the studio within minutes of meeting you.
Bro, minutes. And guess what? We knocked out at least 4 to 5 songs. I promise you. Even after that session, I got 3 of his artists to come back to the spot, and we made some hits. I promise you, them bitches finna drop any day now.
Oh yeah, you was what they were missing and Royal. That was dope.
Exactly. Guapo too. Guapo.
Oh yeah, Guapo. Hell yeah.
Bro,
mean,
that verse that I just laid
it's
for
a
that
Glock.
one, I did that this morning. That is crazy. I promise you. I'm gonna send that to you when we get off the live too.
Hell yeah, bro.
See what you think.
I got a new page that I'm gonna start posting a bunch of just regular content, just in case I get fucked up because I don't want to lose this page. Motherfuckers be hating.
Hey, they do. I be getting banned off of this, TikTok, and some more shit, and I don't even be doing nothing.
Hell yeah. Well, let's go back real quick, bro. Do you remember the first song you ever heard?
The first song I ever heard in my life.
Your whole ever. It could be Sesame Street. It could be whatever.
That's a good one. I feel like the first song I probably ever Ready or Not by the Fugees, and I don't even want to say that's like the number one song that I like, the first song that I've ever heard in my life, because my kinfolk, like my pops and my mom said I used to like speak Spanish songs. I used to just spit songs out because I just knew them. You know what I'm saying? I would hear them one time and know this. But
Yeah.
the one that stuck to me, you know, forever was like the Fugees' Ready or Not, because like the beat, the way that shit not just really it made me really, on some real shit, it made me want to do music. When I heard that Ready or Not,
Very not. Here I
it
come.
just is fire, you know what I'm saying? Like when I heard good music when I heard that song, you feel me? But then, you know, growing up, going further and shit like that, I heard a lot of shit. I was on to like Gym Class Heroes, motherfucking What's Up Peso. I was on Gym Class Heroes, The Dream, Kanye West, motherfucking Biggie. You know, I'm more of a Biggie fan than a Pac fan, but I love Pac. And let me say that right here, right now. Like, I love Pac and what he stood for and everything like that. But I love Big because he would hop on that mic. And, you know, the Brooklyn vibe, you know, da-da-da-da-da-da. But I love what Pac stood for. Like, Pac was a motherfucking genius. And we on the West Coast with that shit. So, you know, most time it's to motherfucking Pac and everything they stood for. And I heard a lot of shit, bro. Just so much culture when I was growing up. I got 5 brothers, so you got to know I was listening to some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Holy shit. No sisters?
Exactly.
Do you have any sisters?
I do. I got one sister, man. She really a baby still right now. She like 7 right now, but you know.
Oh, shit. A gang of brothers and then a baby sister to finish it off, or what?
My pops, he be up in the city, I swear. But you know, I also got a daughter too, so shout out to little Bray. She's 7, so
Oh,
you know,
right. I got a daughter too, my boy. That shit is beautiful.
So, you know,
Hey,
I got a lot of shit going on behind the scenes. Family vibes is crucial. You know, I'm real tight in with my family like this. So family vibes all the way. Shout out to Joe.
well, let's take a salute for the family real quick.
Hey, one time for the family, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to everybody that's tapped in right now. I see the homies from Lubbock right here. You know, and I know there's a few people from out here. Hey, crazy shit, bro. I was chilling on some normal shit the other day, and they sent me a video that was playing my song out in the Bay. I ain't never been to the Bay in my life, but to know like I'm starting to expand, I'm just like, yo, honestly, I'm mad blessed. I'm thankful. Shout out to everybody, man.
Yeah, bro, you gotta come down and kick it out here. We got studios, we got it all, man. That Bay vibe. The Bay's more like you'll feel a little bit of Texas out here more because the Latinos and the blacks really with each other deep out here, like for real.
That's hard. Yeah, that's what it's all about. You know, unity for forever. And I see that's what Toes really, you know, he promotes that more than anything is unity. And I feel like, you know, that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, it's like people sticking together. Like they just did this cipher. They just did it like, yo, they just did this cipher. And it's crazy that I'm seeing this right here, right now, and being able to talk about it. Because the funny thing is, I did a cipher for my city when I still work and I still, you know, I still work in general, but like when I work like a crucial 9 to 5, that was hard for me and shit like that. I did a cipher when there was once upon a time where I couldn't pay my insurance on my car. I'm trying to figure out ways to come up with bread and shit like that. And long story short, you know what I'm saying? I end up, I'm like, yo, there's like 6 people that want to do a song with me right now. How can I get everybody to just come together and just get all this money right? Cipher. I said, fuck it, I'm gonna do a cipher. It's called Trillers Out the 806 Cipher. You know, I'll pull that up too right now. Hold on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that. If you got any questions, ask me real quick. I'm gonna pull this up because I feel like it's mandatory to show you.
They got one right now already. There's a couple, but here you go. Miss Curry says, why Hollywood if you're from Texas? What does Hollywood come from?
Hollywood comes from, all right, let me take my jacket out because shit finna get real. On mamas, look. All right, so for one, check it out. I manifested this lifestyle, like the lifestyle I portray, everything I do, everything I live.
What up, Sean G?
Do that. I use the Hollywood name because for one, I could literally go outside right now and I could see the Hollywood sign personally. So that's one. I manifested that because when I used to pop out here in Cali and shit, bro, I'd be in the Crenshaw area with the little homie Ron G, sleeping out in Crenshaw in my car on some bad environment type shit. Like I was trying to figure my lane out. But I knew that I was going to do something big, so I branded myself as HollywoodVille in order to portray somebody that was bigger than who I already was. You know what I'm saying? Like, overall. But then here's the second reason. So, for one, I manifested, like, the name of what I portray. I'm from Texas, right? Cool. But I'm from Lubbock, and Buddy Holly's from Lubbock. I don't know if y'all know who Buddy Holly is, but if you're from California, you know who Richie Valens is.
Yeah,
And you would know Buddy Holly died on the same plane crash that Richie Valens died on. Exactly. So Buddy Holly's the only person in my city that got the statue, that got the street name, he still does millions today in today's time through his music because he had timeless music, which is everything I stand for. And I feel like I'm not saying I'm the next Buddy Holly, but I'm saying like I'm gonna be the next nigga out of my city to really do something impactful as far as like Buddy Holly goes and shit like that. People that really do the music and stuff. But you know, check this out.
You about to go.
This was part 2, bro. We did motherfucking 94K. This was the first one. Look at this, 68K. In my city, bro, we don't got no spotlight. You feel me? We don't got people that's really pitting us on, and we don't got big artists from out there. So anything that we do gotta be glorified on a whole nother aspect of everybody that's coming from there, that's trying to, that want to see the next person shine, but don't want to give them flowers while they there. Because, you know, wherever you from, bro, they not finna support you.